Hey guys, welcome back to the channel that teaches you how to make PROCREATE brushes. There are a lot of shadow brush tutorials here on YouTube, but this one does something that a lot of them don't do, so that's what we're making today, the blending shadow brush. It's a brush with a built-in shadow that blends into the previous stroke even after you've lifted your pencil. We'll be creating this dual brush from scratch, starting with the shapes and the settings you need to achieve the effect. So, let's get started and make this brush. Let's create a square canvas. I've got one that's 3000 by 3000 pixels. Set the background color to pure black, and draw with pure white. Using the monoline brush with the maximum brush size reset at a higher value, tutorial on how to do this in the description below. Let's draw a diagonal line like this. This will be our bottom brush shape, which will serve as the stroke shadow. The length of this shape will determine the length of your shadow, so that all depends on your preference. Duplicate the shape, hide the original, and set this duplicate shape's opacity to 10%. Create a new layer, and draw a perfect circle. Tap on the Move tool, and resize the circle until it fits the width of this stroke beneath. Move it up to the tip here. These two layers will be our top brush shape, so you can go ahead and combine the layers if you want. Now, for more control over your calligraphy, let's set this white circle in the center of the canvas because that's where our brush will start drawing from. Make sure you select all the layers, including this base one that is hidden, and resize the shape to set the circle on the center of the canvas. Now that we have our brush shapes, let's hide this top layer, and reveal this bottom one, and copy the canvas. This will be our first brush. Choose the brush library, and tap on the plus sign to make a new brush. In Stroke Path, set Stroke Property Spacing to 5%. In Stabilization, set your preferred streamline settings. In Shape, tap Edit beside Shape Source, tap Import, then choose Paste. Tap Done twice to save shape. In Rendering, set Rendering Mode to Intense Blending. In Apple Pencil, set Pressure Opacity to None. Finally, in Properties, set Brush Behavior Maximum Size to Max. First brush done! Now let's copy the second brush shape from the layer, duplicate the brush we just created, and go into the brush settings to make a few changes. First, go into Shape, and paste our new shape. Then, in Rendering, set Rendering Mode to Light Glaze. Under Blending, set Blend Mode to Lighten, and turn on Luminance Blending. Now that we have both our brushes, let's combine them by having the second brush highlighted first, and then swipe right on the first brush and choose Combine. Now go back into the brush settings, and in Color Dynamics, set Color Pressure Secondary Color to Max. Let's get rid of the pressure curve here by tapping on Max, selecting Pressure, and dragging this bottom left node upwards to allow zero pressure to affect the color saturation. Use the brush by choosing your stroke color first, then your shadow color second. And now we have a monoline blending shadow brush, which we can easily turn into a taper version by duplicating the brush, going into the brush settings, and setting the Apple Pencil pressure size to your preferred value for both brushes. One last bit of info, make sure that your stroke color is a lighter shade than your shadow color, otherwise the effect can get pretty wonky, which can be appealing to some of you. And there it is, a calligraphy brush with a built-in shadow to help you create quote art and calligraphy with ease. Let me know how you do and what you do with this brush by tagging us on Instagram with the hashtag #MakeThisBrush or @MakeThisBrush. Leave a like, comment, get notified, and of course subscribe to help get these tutorials to other Procreate artists like yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!